What's up, YouTube? Baker Jackalope here. Rob Ricks. I'm back again with you good folks. Alright, what am I going to talk about today? How about this? My ethnicity. Yes. What the fuck am I? Alright, so my whole entire life, people have pretty much misguessed what my ethnicity is, and I'm pretty sure I might have touched on it briefly, but how about this? I am American, first and foremost. How the fuck is that for you? I am American, motherfuckers. My biological father was Japanese. My biological mother is a mutt. She's got all kinds of shit in her, but primarily Caucasian. And my stepfather that raised me was black. So I didn't really get to know my biological father until I was much older. In fact, here we go. Yeah, this will be fun. So growing up, I actually thought I was half black and half white, which is fucking hilarious. And if you've ever seen the movie The Jerk, that was me. I was born a poor little black boy. Which is really fucking ridiculously funny. But I remember I got called a gook, and my mom was like, "Oh no, honey, you're not a gook. You're actually Japanese." And I thought that was a really alien thing to say. And then I had the chance to meet my biological father after he left my ass waiting at the airport in Hawaii, which is a different story. I might have already touched on it. I don't remember. I might have told you guys that story. At this point, I don't remember what fucking stories I told you, what I didn't tell you. Anyway, you know, the crazy thing is, my stepdad was always fighting against me meeting my biological father. He did not want me to meet that motherfucker. And I guess maybe in his own mind he thought that it would make me love him less or something, but I don't know. Anyway, half Japanese, half mutt. That's the ethnicity. Proud to be a fucking American. I was born on a U.S. Army base in Seoul, Korea, and yeah, that's it. I gotta talk a little bit more about my biological father, because every so often I think about him and it actually really kind of breaks my heart. He died. He had some stuff that he ended up contracting, I'm about 90% sure, while he served in Vietnam. And I didn't really get a chance to know him, and he seemed more concerned about the welfare of my mother than ever building a relationship with me. And that bothered me at first. It doesn't bother me now. I've had time to make closure with it. But what does bother me is the obituary that he had. His bitch wife basically put out an obituary that basically summarized and said the motherfucker was a manager at a potato chip company. So that really bothered me, because here's a man who spent, you know, his whole life doing different things. He served his country. He went to Vietnam, suffered atrocities there. If I'm sweating, I'm sorry. It's still hot, guys. So just bear with me if I look sweaty and flushed. I mean, I got this fucking crazy zit over my eye from all the sweating and stuff. It's just, this heat's fucking kicking my ass. But anyway, getting back to the topic. An obituary that just basically said, yeah, he was a fucking potato chip manager. He left behind a wife and a daughter. And to me, that was horrible. You know what I mean? It's like, to be honest, that is my biggest fucking nightmare. To die and have nothing left behind for people to remember me. You know? And I guess you know, as long as there's YouTube and videos, people, if I died, can go back and look at crazy shit I say, and you know, hopefully some of the stuff that I talk about eventually will be impactful or insightful or help somebody through a tough time, and they'll say, you know what, you know, Rob was a down to earth motherfucker that actually cared, you know, and tried to make differences where he could. Um, but I'll share something with you guys. My wife asked me a while back, because I've been really restless lately, really restless. You get to a certain age and your mortality starts to take hold, and you start to realize, fuck, I'm getting old, and there's going to be a point where I'm going to fucking drop dead. And you never promise tomorrow, right? But she asked me, what is it that I really want? I said, I want to leave a legacy behind where motherfuckers are still talking about me 1,000 years later. I know. Arrogant, narcissistic, whatever. But I'm serious as a fucking heart attack. I want to do something. I want to leave behind a mark on humanity where they look back and they cite me. I mean, I look at Sun Tzu. You know, Sun Tzu's Art of War is still something that people are still talking about. Shit, Shakespeare. I know it hasn't been 1,000 years or anything like that for Shakespeare, but at least I don't believe so. I'm rambling again. Sorry, guys. I tend to do that. I have an idea and I fucking go. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'm in a kind of a foul mood, guys, and I apologize. I'm so fucking restless right now, and I just can't get my shit together. I just can't get my ass in gear. You know, I took the trip. I did some soul searching while I was out on the trip, and I realized a couple of different things, which I'll share with you guys as time goes on. But I'm bothered on so many levels with the direction of our country, and I promised my wife I wouldn't turn this into a fucking full up conspiracy rant, all this other stuff, because I got children. I got kids. You know, if I was fucking single with nothing to worry about but myself, I guarantee you this fucking show would be completely fucking different. Completely different. But I do. I have kids. So I have to act the idiot, put on a show, entertain folks and all other good stuff, and not really talk about the shit I really want to talk about. So you can kind of see I'm a little aggroed about that whole fucking situation. But anyway, I'll try to be a little bit more diligent and get some more stuff to you guys, and because the project, you know, while I was out on vacation, some of the memories started coming back, so that's the good news. I'm now starting to think a lot of my memory loss things are due to sleep deprivation, because I slept a lot while I was gone. I did a lot of reading, I did other stuff, I did a bunch of stuff where I was completely relaxed. Now that I'm back home in the States working, you know, it's the same shit. I'm tired, I'm always fucking working, you know, and I'm sick of it, really. I'm completely fucking tired of it. But, you know, time waits for no man, and bills got to get paid, and blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, that's it for this episode. You know, hope you guys keep riding with me. It'll get better. I don't mean to be a fucking grump dickhead right now. I'm just, like I said, I'm making myself make these videos because I don't really want you guys, you know, chiming in and there's nothing there. Because, you know, I made a kind of commitment to myself to try to put out a video a day, just to grow the channel and just to see if I could do it. It's a personal challenge to myself. So, you know, whenever you challenge yourself, you can have good days and you have bad days. This happens to be riding along on some of the bad days. So I've got quite a few videos to make in this hot-ass garage. Sweat. But I will trudge ahead, and I will get it done. All right, guys, be good to each other. Until next time.